Today I'm going to try 8 ready-to-eat Korean supermarket frozen foods. All these foods are convenience food and all you have to do is put it either in air fryer or put it in a microwave and it's going to be ready in a couple of minutes. And you're going to get fresh, crispy, tasty snacks and meals ready simply in no time. We're going to begin with cheese and sausage corn dog. I have tried a couple of different ones in the past and they are really bad, honestly. The quality was not the greatest. You can see them in my previous YouTube videos. This one over here is new and it looks absolutely beautiful. There is 5 sticks in the pack and the pack weighs quite a lot. Let's unpack the bag and take one out. This is what our little corn dogs look like. Let's put this in a microwave for 1 minute and see what it turns out to be like. Our corn dog is reheated. Now let's unpack it. It comes on a cute little stick. Biting on the side, the pastry is very nice, very buttery, and the mozzarella cheese inside is very tasty. Biting a bit lower on the side, we still can see that there is quite a lot of mozzarella cheese, but our fish sausage beginning here. This is our fish sausage, and it goes all the way down from the spot where it begins. So it's about 40% cheese, 60% sausage, which is not a bad ratio for sure. The mozzarella cheese is quite stretchy and is very tasty. I do think this one is a very good quality. The sausage is quite tasty. It does taste like a regular chicken sausage, even though it's a fish sausage. Mozzarella is quite stretchy. The pastry is quite sweet, very buttery. The combination of all of this together makes a really good corn dog. I would definitely get it again. The next thing that I have over here is cheese ball. This is from No Brand. I have tried before food from the No Brand and it has been surprisingly really good quality. So I have very high hopes for this specific item over here. We're supposed to preheat the air fryer for 1 to 2 minutes and then after this put it depending on how many items we're putting. If we're putting in there 5 items, we'll put it for 7 to 8 minutes. If we're putting in there 10 items, we're putting it for 8 to 9 minutes. I could also make it in a microwave, but I feel like in a microwave it's not going to taste the same whatsoever. These have to go in the air fryer in order to have the crispy outside and the gooey cheese on the inside, same as on the picture. Let's unpackage this. 384 grams inside of this bag. Looking at it closely, it's actually pretty big size and I'll probably make a couple of them. This one was quite quick, only 5 minutes and it's all ready now. It feels very soft and it looks very nice, but they are extremely oily. I squeezed it a little bit and look at how much oil came out of it. Flavor wise, this tastes like mozzarella mixed with cottage cheese. It has that sweetness to it, but also look at this beautiful stretch. It's really sweet, a little bit salty, but very oily, which is a little bit disappointing. However, flavor of the pastry is very nice. Fried sesame bowl. This one looks like the inside of it is going to be red bean and you're supposed to put it in the air fryer for 10 minutes for 180 degrees. This is not that long and also on the inside of the packet we have 20 of them. That's heaps. I'm genuinely curious to see what they look like on the inside because normally I get them and they're deep fried, they're not air fried. Okay, they're actually quite small, but look at the way they're packaged. It's so cute. I wonder if it's going to puff up while it's in the air fryer or not. These over here look very dense, so it might be they're entirely filled with the filling, same as this picture shows over here. To prepare this, we have to actually coat them in oil and after this put them in the air fryer and cook at 180 for 10 minutes. You can also pan fry them, but we're going to air fry them. To my great disappointment, these did not puff up. They're still the same size, but they do feel a little bit crispier. Let's bite it in half to see what it looks like on the inside. This is a little bit underwhelming. This tastes very dry, even though I cooked it for the period of time that's been suggested on the packet. The filling on the inside also is a little bit underwhelming too. I always expected they'll be filled all the way just like on the picture, but this is super underwhelming. I can taste that this is a red bean inside, but the pastry on the outside is very chewy and very rubbery. This is not nice at all. Barely any filling in there at all, and it's entirely flavorless. I'm definitely not a fan of this and I do not recommend you this product. Korea seems to love their cheese items and this is mini whole cheese corn dog. Potentially this is like an alternative of my other corn dog that I tried earlier today. However, this one is fully filled with cheese and they're like smaller versions. These you can cook in the air fryer and they don't feel like they're individually packaged, so they are basically made for the air fry because you can't really put them in a microwave like that. This one is filled with a sweet and chewy mozzarella cheese. The entire bag is 320 grams, which is quite a lot. They can also be reheated in a microwave, but I feel like putting it in a microwave will just make it soggy. The bag also comes with a ziplock, which is super convenient, so I can actually reseal it and put it back in the freezer. These are our corn dogs on the inside and it looks like we have in here 8 of them. Close up, the stick is quite long, but the corn dog itself is quite small. It's more like a bowl shape rather than a corn dog shape. Let's go and put it in the air fryer for 10 minutes. It has been 10 minutes and it does feel very crispy. In some spots very soft. I'm gonna bite into it and I'm expecting a mozzarella pull. And if it doesn't have mozzarella pull, I'll be very disappointed. This is our mozzarella and it does have a very long pull. But look at how much mozzarella we have inside. There is a lot of it. The mozzarella itself is very sweet and very tasty. Sweet and salty at the same time. The pastry is very buttery. It's really really good. It's very tasty and it has a beautiful crunch to it, and it's filled all the way to the top. This item is definitely worth the money. I recommend everybody to try this wonderful snack. This ready-to-eat frozen dessert does not require any cooking at all, potentially microwaving if you would want to. Otherwise, you can eat it as is, as long as you defrost it. This one comes in a walnut shape, and I'm not really sure if it's going to have any filling in it at all, because it just simply says frozen baked walnut bread. The packet does look very cute. I honestly get really disappointed when I don't see the resealable bag, because it's just simply uncomfortable to put it away later on. This is our little walnut breads. They do resemble walnut, but at the same time they kind of don't. I'll probably break it in half to see if there is any filling in there at all. And there is, and it looks like the filling is the red bean. There's actually quite a lot of filling and it's very rich, and the pastry looks very yellow, which indicates that might be quite a bit of butter inside. I don't know how, but this red bean filling is very creamy, and it's mixed with the walnut pieces as well. This is such a tasty dessert. I did not expect that it would be this good. The pastry is quite sweet, so I suggest you having it with coffee, maybe with no sugar, so that would balance it very well. This is such a good dessert. I definitely recommend it to you. This item over here is quite surprising, but also potentially very tasty. I'm not really sure. It's a bit confusing. There is 3 pancakes, and they are sweet rice pancakes, but the filling is what shocked me the most. The green tea flavor. It was also in the frozen section, as you can tell, and these are prepared in a microwave. You can also pan fry, but in this specific video, we're going to microwave it for 1 minute. Let's open the bag and pull out the tray to see what we have inside. It comes in a little paper tray, and all 3 of them are stacked on top of each other. They do look like they have a little bit of char on them already, so they potentially have been fried, and all you have to do is just reheat them. Reheating this pancake in a microwave, honestly, it smells like anything but Korean food. If anything, it really smells like Japanese desserts. It smells really sweet, and it also smells a lot like red bean. Pulling it apart, there are some strange seeds on the inside. Potentially there might be sunflower seeds or the pumpkin seeds, but the inside looks very sweet, like chutney or something. It kind of tastes similar to the apricot jam, but why does it have seeds? Green tea is kind of present just in the color, but not in the flavor at all. I'm not gonna say that this is bad. This is just not something that my taste buds are used to. It is very sweet, but it advertises to be green tea flavor, and it doesn't have any green tea flavor in it at all. Very likely I would not get this again. This is a little bit underwhelming. Quality wise, these are not bad. These are just not something that I expected. Kimbap with mushroom and Japchae kimbap. I don't know what Japchae is. All I know is it's a kimbap, and it was frozen. I slightly defrosted it so that it's easier to reheat it in the microwave. Kimbaps are overall very quick, very convenient meal that you can buy from the frozen section. Then unpack it, put it in the microwave, and in a couple of minutes you have ready kimbap for dinner. It's quite crazy, but it's a very convenient and very tasty meal. Let's unpack it and pull the kimbap out. Slightly defrosted, and it does look quite nice. However, you still can see a little bit of ice in it, so we have to definitely reheat it. It says I only have to reheat it for 2 minutes and then it's all ready. Our kimbap is reheated and ready. Let's pull it out of the bag. For some reason, when I'm picking it up, it literally just falls apart, which makes it very uncomfortable. But over here we can see a mushroom, spinach, glass noodles, carrot, and some other vegetables. The rice is extremely soft and the seaweed fell apart. Let's give this one a try. It honestly tastes very green and a lot like vegetables. I don't think there's any meat in it at all. I think it's purely vegetarian, but the flavor is not bad. Overall, on top you can see a great variety of ingredients and not much rice comparing to the filling, which is a very good thing. One thing I can tell you is if you're looking for something that tastes like mushroom, this is your go-to. This tastes a lot like mushroom, like a very fresh and super crunchy mushroom. I do like it a lot, and overall it has a very strong vegetable flavor to it. If you have this entire tray, this will definitely be your solid lunch. There's this dessert slash ice cream that you're supposed to keep in the freezer, but the thing is, when you keep it in the freezer, it freezes to be a block. So I left it out for a couple of minutes just to defrost it a tiny bit, and this one over here is the flavor of ice, cookie, and cream. It kind of reminds me maybe a slushy or something like that, but this is a Korean one, and this is ready to be consumed. It looks like all we have to do is just spin the lid open. Let's squeeze it a little bit and see what's going to happen. Okay, this is our ice cream coming out. This just fully tastes like cookies mixed with cream, and when it melts, it doesn't melt like your ordinary ice cream. It melts kind of like the cream does, if you know what I mean. It has an excessive amount of sugar, by the way. It's super sweet. The concept is not bad. It's like you're drinking ice cream, but this one is more like watered down ice cream with a very strong cookie flavor to it. I have tried plenty of Korean foods today, and they were all quite different. Some of them were very disappointing, some of them were very tasty. If you never tried Korean frozen ready-to-eat meals, I would definitely suggest that you try them. Thank you guys for watching today's video. Please give this video a like and subscribe to my channel to support me, and I will see you in the next video.